let's talk about what I eat in a day. Let's talk about that. Now, just finished a bench press there. We're probably doing it every 2 weeks at the minute. But in terms of staying in shape, you have to eat a good diet. You have to eat a very, very good, highly nutritious, varied diet. Now, when I say varied, I mean varied in kinds of the nutritional value that you get. So for me personally, during a day, I tend to have more or less the same things, actually, as you probably do. You probably just have the same 7 meals or whatever, varied through the week, right? You have the same breakfast, round about the same lunch with minor changes. We're creatures of habit anyway. But if you want to get in great shape, you need a great diet. So for breakfast, my breakfast's always the same. 7 days a week, maybe once a month I'll change it, but it works. I have 6 eggs, which are scrambled, along with some pan-fried kale and half an avocado. And I'll have that, which is a high protein, high natural fat breakfast. What I'll do on top of that, once I've done that, I'll scoop and spoon in, literally like spoon in half a small tub of almond butter. It's about another 500 or 600 calories. Now, throughout my life, I've been a hard gainer, as in I've been a skinny stork in school, struggled to put on weight, so I have to consume more calories. However, I don't consume dirty calories, I consume clean calories, so keep them as natural as possible. So that's my breakfast on a morning, which works out at probably about 1,000 to 1,200 calories, depending on how much almond butter I spoon into my mouth. The breakfast will happen around 7:30 a.m. almost every morning. That's after we've got up and had a coffee and we've coached my training guys. Then my next meal will be around 10:30. It will be a vegan protein shake. I take a couple of scoops of vegan protein and usually blend it with frozen berries. The reason behind vegan protein is because I want to reduce the dairy products, the processed food in my diet. It always makes you feel better when you cut as much dairy out as you can. It always is beneficial to your health to eat less and less processed food. So we have a vegan protein shake about 10:30, then we'll have our lunch around 12 midday. The lunch will usually consist of around the same a source of protein, usually chicken or turkey or occasionally beef, something like that. And we'll have some carbs with that because we usually train around 3 p.m. And we'll have something like sweet potato mash and some green vegetables with that as well. Kind of something which is a very good balanced meal to get in at lunchtime. Thank you very much. Cheers, pal.
Fantastic, appreciate it. Cheers, man. Thank you.
So by the time lunch is over, I'll have a couple of hours before maybe have a pre-workout coffee. Don't do any of the crazy pre-workout supplements anymore. Just a nice strong black coffee does very well. We'll have a coffee, we'll train, do some weights or something else, and then we will, straight after weights, have another protein shake, another vegan protein shake, usually mixed with water. Sometimes I'll have that with pineapple juice to help drive the protein quicker into the muscles and get some extra quick carbs in there. And then an hour and a half to 2 hours later, around about 5 o'clock, 5:30 p.m, we'll have tea, or as we say in Northeast, tea, but it's dinner for everybody else. And at dinner, we will have usually around the same kind of thing. So we'll have, again, a protein sauce, a carb sauce, and a veg sauce. So we might have something like a couple of salmon fillets, along with either maybe a microwave packet of rice. So we've got a good source of carbs, and some broccoli, some steamed broccoli or asparagus or cabbage or whatever in that. Or we'll have something like a beef stir fry or some kind of protein-based meal, whether it be fish or meat or poultry. And we'll mix that with carbs, as in rice or sweet potato, and always get our green veg in. We'll always have a good source of vegetables in there. And finally, the last thing I usually eat is straight after that, I will have my dessert, which for me personally is a bowl of gluten-free granola. And then the granola is very high in calories, and it's great for workout fuel, training fuel, and have that with oat milk or almond milk, which again, taking out a lot of the dairy from my diet. And that will be usually very much a daily basis of food for me. Occasionally I'll have some little bit dark chocolate after that if I feel like it, but that will tend to have between sort of 2,500 to 3,000 calories a day, and that's my allowance. That's what I need to be able to sustain muscle growth, to be able to stay in a great shape and in a great routine. I've noticed since I've upped my calories more, I've got a little bit more energy. Obviously my goal is not weight loss, it's performance. I treat myself like an athlete, so I eat like an athlete. And if you want to stay in shape, regardless of whether you train hard or not, you have to start thinking about your nutritional choices of what you eat daily and why you eat what you eat. Like me going for a Tesco meal deal, sandwich and a bag of crisps, you wouldn't see that because that is nutritional shite. That is just crap to put in your body. And grab and go something quick, bottle of Lucozade and a bag of crisps, no way, you wouldn't see me do that. You would see me eat a proper full meal every day, no matter what. And if you want to be healthy, you've got to get out of this grab and go mindset. Obviously, my training routine is quite strict and regimented, so the calories need to be formulated for that. But however, what you can take from this is the fact that you'll notice my choices during the day are not only high in protein, but high in health. And the main thing and the most important thing for you when you want to get in shape is getting healthy. Because I could eat 3,000 calories of shit, but I wouldn't look like this, I wouldn't feel like this, and I wouldn't be able to perform like I do. So the most important thing you can do is think about your health, getting a good, very balanced diet, up your protein some more, look after your calories so you're not putting on weight, unless that's your goal, of course, and increase your vegetables. Very, very simple, but in a day, here's a picture on the screen of basically everything I eat in a day, like I say, around about 2,500 to 3,000 calories. That is a day. Treat meals, probably Friday night, Saturday night. We might have a takeaway, might have an Indian or a fish and chips on a Friday, and then we might go out for a meal on Saturday, 3 courses, and that's it. The rest of the week, guess what? The other 7 days, apart from those 2 meals out, more or less exactly the same, minor differences. We are creatures of habit, so get into some good habits, and I hope this video inspires you today. Go and fucking get it. How would your life look like with more motivation, energy, and self-control? My second book, Supercharged, is available now, the modern-day guide to creating outstanding levels of energy, motivation, and self-control. Head to superchargedbook.com to get your copy right away.